Welcome to Physio Joe's, where we fight back against chronic pain and injuries through proactive movement, some education, learning. And if you're on this page today and you're watching this video, you most likely had a lower back accident. You may have went to go pick up something off the ground. You may have squatted some heavy weights or deadlifted something heavy, or even just made the wrong move and you felt that tweak happen in your back. But never fear, movement is always the answer. In this video here, we're going to go over a 10-minute exercise routine that targets the lower back to help it calm down, give you some relief, and get you back on the road to recovery. Before we get started, I want you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, maybe send this to a friend if you know that they're battling some low back stuff. They just had an accident where they pulled their back. This is going to be a great movement drill to kind of calm things down and get you moving well again. This video is meant to be digested in two different ways. There's the visual experience, which you can kind of just watch the video. You're going to get some nice anatomy graphics to help connect you with your body and the why of what we're doing. And the audio experience, which is more so putting your headphones in, getting down on a yoga mat. You don't need to watch the video, you just need to listen to the verbal cueing that will be going on throughout the 10-minute video. So this is for those who actually just need to get down and do it. You're going to get your headphones in, you're going to close your eyes, you're going to get down to that yoga mat, and through my words alone, I'm going to guide you through this. So I recommend watching it first, getting a sense of what we're going to be doing, get an idea of the why and the anatomy graphics, let that guide you and educate you, and then after that, you're going to get down on your yoga mat, replay it, but just put the headphones in, go through the movements, and hopefully this gives you a little bit of relief. Okay guys, we are getting into our lower back flow, so make your way onto your yoga mat. We are about to get started. So our first position is going to be laying on your back with your knees bent. This first exercise here is called deep diaphragmatic breathing. This exercise is done by thinking about our breath and our inhale. As we inhale, we feel our belly and our lower rib cage rise and expand. And as we exhale, we feel the belly sink and our rib cage relax. We are going for full breath in, full breath out for 2 minutes. Okay, and looking to the right, we can start to see our body and start to peel away the layers of the body to the different musculature, and we go to the deepest layer and we see the diaphragm, a dome-shaped muscle that takes up the entire thorax. And as you breathe in, this diaphragm pulls down, and as you breathe out, it relaxes. And this is how we draw air in and out. And if you look at the anatomy, the circled muscle there, that is our low back muscle and our hip flexor muscle. So getting good movement here can really help relax those low back muscles indirectly. So think about this breathing concept. It can be applied to every exercise you do, and it's a great way to help relax the back. All right, going into exercise 2, knee rollouts. So
laying on your back with your knees bent, you're going to drop both legs out to one side. And then from there, you're going to hold for about 2 to 3 seconds. And then you're going to make your way to the other side. We are going for about 2 minutes here. And if you look at the anatomy graphics here, you can see the lower portion of our spine, the lumbar, has 5 segments. And with this movement here, we're really trying to promote uniform, equal movement among all the segments. So try and connect with your body. See if you feel all 5 of those segments moving in that lower back area. Compare left versus right. You might be able to identify some differences and hone in your treatments a little bit better. Looking to the anatomy graphics, we can start to peel away the layers of the body again, and we can get to the deeper layers, which is our core, muscle, the transverse abdominis. If you look at the anatomy portion of it, it actually attaches into the lower back. And so that's why we focus on core strengthening with lower back problems. It helps us with building intra-abdominal pressure. It helps with, which gives us a better ability to use our hips and shoulders. And it helps with rotation and a little bit of bending the spine forward. Okay, on to exercise number 3, double knee to chest. Laying on your back with your knees bent, you're just going to pull your knees towards your chest, hold for about 3 seconds, and then bring it back down. Use your arms, pull along the back of your thigh to help pull the knees towards your chest. If you find this is difficult, you can use a belt, you can use a blanket, you can do many different things to help aid it along. Again, we're going for 2 minutes. Looking at the anatomy graphics again, we see those layers of the body, and we can see again those core muscles and how they actually bend our torso and contribute to those actions. So by promoting this movement, we are giving those muscles some love, and as you can see, they actually do attach in the back as well. So a lot of times the back pain we feel can be related to that. All right, guys, we are almost on to our 4th exercise. We're going for 2 minutes. You guys are doing great. We are going into our 4th exercise, which is cross knee pulls, single leg. So picking one leg, we are pulling it towards our opposite shoulder, using our arms to guide it along. If you have trouble doing that, you are thinking about using a blanket, a belt to help guide this along towards the opposite shoulder. And we are going for about 2 minutes, holding for about 3 seconds, thinking about that deep breath in, deep breath out as you explore each repetition. And as we look to the anatomy graphics one more time, we start to peel away the layers of the body. We come across these core muscles, these muscles that attach into the low back, and we can see how they twist the body and they rotate side to side. And so using this exercise here, we're kind of mobilizing those movements, helping the back calm down through some gentle, pain-free, non-threatening movements. And zooming into the right here, you can see the piriformis muscle, which is one of our deep six deep rotators of the hip, and oftentimes they get really tight in lower back situations and can contribute to it. So we want to make sure this area gets a little bit of mobility as well. All right, last exercise we got is side lying thoracic rotations. So laying on your side, you're gonna bend your knees up into a 90-degree position with your body, and you are going to think about turning your chest up towards the ceiling and reaching back with the top arm. Hold the end position for about 3 seconds, and we are going to relax. Go for about 2 minutes. Switch sides after 1 minute, which is, I think, coming up soon. So give it a switch, try the other side. This is our good opportunity for us to connect with our body. You might find one direction is more restricted than the other direction, which, again, listen to your body, work on the side you feel is a little bit more restricted. See if repetition can help loosen things up. As you look to the anatomy graphics, you can see again the layers of the body and all the inner workings of our movement system. We start to peel away some of these layers, and we can notice that those paraspinal muscles that extend to the lower back actually go towards the mid-back. So mid-back movement is also a great way to help quiet down the lower back. So think about 2 minutes each side. Give it a work. We're almost done here. Good work, guys.
There you have it, guys. That's that 10-minute routine to help decrease some of your lower back pain if you just pulled your back. This exercise routine is pretty safe to do 2 or 3 times a day and hopefully get you on the road to recovery. Now, keep this in mind. If you have a tendency to always pull your back, there's a deeper rooted problem here, and it should be professionally assessed so that you can avoid further back pulls down the line. Sometimes these signals are from our body and they're there for a reason, and if you find yourself in that pattern of continuously pulling your back, you need to get it looked at. And that kind of goes into understanding that the lower back is kind of the central core portion of our body, and it's a slave to what's going on at the rib cage and our shoulders, and it's a slave to what our pelvis and our hips are doing. So getting an assessment for all those areas, identifying where your limitations are, working on that will really do a good job at making sure that this low back stays quiet as you continue to live your life free and full of movement.